Today we're working on the 2009 Infiniti G37. It came in for an oil leak. The valve cover gaskets on the driver's side are leaking pretty bad, so we're going to be fixing that, as well as it had a cylinder 3 misfire. It was also tripping a P300 or 0300, which is a multi-cylinder misfire. But we were able to hook up the scan tool, and I was able to do a power balance test. And we went through every single cylinder, and number 3 is the one that's unresponsive. Pretty much that is cutting off the ignition coil. So then you can see a RPM drop difference between each individual cylinder, so you can determine which one is not working. Another way you can do it is you can just disconnect each coil while it's running one at a time. It makes it a little bit harder because the back ones on these motors are a little bit harder to get to. So it's much easier when you have a scan tool. You do need a little bit better scan tool. We have an Autel because you need to be able to get under work support. So we're going to be replacing the valve cover gaskets with the spark plug tube seals. Now on the 3.5s, the tube seals are made into the valve covers themselves. On the 3.7s, you're actually able to replace them. So Nissan really did a better design on the valve covers whenever they're doing that, and it really helps save you some money. So we're doing those gaskets, as well as we're going to be putting on the brand new Z1 ignition coils. So these coils have about 15% better spark, and I mean, they look awesome. Just like factory, and honestly for the price of them, I would recommend going with these. They're much better price than buying factory ones. Factory ones are generally about $100 a piece or so, sometimes a little bit more. I believe you can get this set for around $450. We're also putting factory spark plugs in it. We got the gaskets, and this is the tube seals. So we're gonna get all those changed, start her up, and see how it's doing. We're really getting all the maintenance stuff taken care of on this car. It's eventually gonna be getting boost. So we'll be posting videos a little bit later when we start doing a bigger build on this car. As well as when I pull it out, I'll put a little bit more video of this car towards the end. Super nice. Just got the Nismo wheels on it. Nismo bumper, has a lot of aesthetics, carbon fiber, a really nice looking car. So let's get this valve cover gasket repair taken care of, get it running right, no more misfire, check everything else out on the car, and see how it does.
one day you'll figure this out. And when you do, you will change the world.
I ask you about love. Probably quote me a sonnet. But you'd never looked at a woman and been totally vulnerable. Oh my God, what an angel on earth just for you. Could rescue you from the depths of hell. And you wouldn't know what it's like to be her angel.
Alright, so as you can see, these valve cover gaskets are completely falling apart. I mean, it's super, super hard. So we're going to clean the valve covers up, put the new gaskets in, the tube seals, as well as clean all the surfaces. In these side portions, it has RTV. So you always want to clean off that old RTV and put a little bit on every side to help the valve cover gasket seal properly. Both sides it's going to have it. So you just get a little scraper, a flathead, whatever works best. Sometimes you can just pop it off and it'll just come off. So you clean that up, clean the valve covers up, new gaskets. After we put the gaskets in, then we're going to go in and do the spark plugs, put everything back together. You can see on this one, it's just flaking apart. Over time, they just get old, dry, and brittle. And then they just fall apart. Versus the new ones, nice and pliable. So we're going to get the coils in, plugs, gaskets, get everything back together. So we have the valve cover gaskets replaced, all the old parts cleaned up and installed. We have done the passenger side spark plugs. We still have the driver's side to do. Put everything back together and finish it up. Done with this G37. Got the spark plugs taken care of, the new Z1 ignition coils, as well as the valve cover gaskets. While I was doing it, I did find out that the driver's side throttle body was missing one of the bolts, and 3 of the other bolts were about to fall off. He has been having a few other drivability issues, so I'm hoping that's going to fix it as well. We already did a self-learning reset, closed throttle position reset, and adjusting the idle, and then we're gonna go test drive it, and I'll let y'all check it out. It's a super clean car. Nismo front bumper, carbon hood, carbon fenders, the Nismo wheels. Really, really nice. On the air ride. Carbon bumper or spoiler. We had to cover up that shop name right there because I'm pretty sure they're the ones that left the throttle body bolts out and loose. And we're not gonna take it there anymore. So let me know if you like the video, like and subscribe. There's gonna be a lot more content coming up. We're gonna have this black vet getting finished up here pretty soon, as well as the red Corvette, putting a new motor in that, doing a lot of other things. So keep up to date on the channel, and I'll see y'all later.